To Kinda Keto with Donna. I'm Donna. On my channel, I like to do recipe videos, and cooking tips, and budgeting tips, and mostly inspiration for a low-carb and keto lifestyle. I kind of on the verge of both, so I kind of include both. I also do restaurant reviews for things that you can do low-carb in restaurants, so you don't have to be holed up at home all the time. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through making one of my favorite meals, very flavorful, very easy to do, a definite staple in our house, a taco bowl. I do ours with beef, but you could do chicken or turkey meat as well. But follow me along and see how I do it and see how fast a dinner can be on the table. Now, this recipe that I have gotten and used many times is from My Sequined Life, and I will leave a link to that recipe in the description box. And for a bonus, I'm going to show you how to make your own taco seasoning and make convenience packs out of it so you can avoid all the garbage that's in the packets at the store. So this is really easy to do, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So follow along. Okay, here's just two random taco seasoning packets, Ortega and Old El Paso. I figured that's the most traditional. But yellow corn flour and maltodextrin. Maltodextrin, #1 ingredient. And cornstarch. So, boy, these packets love that maltodextrin. Okay, I did see this seasoning blend from Siete, is that how you say it? Paleo, Whole30 approved. It's $2.99, so it's a little bit more, but look at the ingredients. Much cleaner. Just your spices and cassava flour. No maltodextrin. So if you were going to pick up one, this might be the way to go. If you weren't going to make your own. These are the spices you're going to use to make your own taco seasoning, and you don't have to buy the packets. And just takes a couple minutes to get together, and all the spices, most of them I'm sure you already have in your house. But the only one I would think that might be not so much, ground cumin. I have a ton of recipes that have cumin in it, so I love that. I dig smoked paprika, but if you got any other kind of paprika, that's just fine. And the cayenne pepper is for a little bit of heat, but if you don't want that, you don't have to have that. That's an optional one. But here's everything you're going to have. You're going to get salt. And this salt, I love putting it in a little jar like this, so it's easy to just kind of grab for a little pinch and put your measuring spoon in there. Easier to kind of scoop up. And then I fill it. I found this all-natural sea salt. I don't know, some other discount store for $2.49 for 24 ounces. So I just fill that up when I need to, which actually I just did. Oh, good gosh. You got your ground pepper, oregano, you got your onion powder, you got your garlic powder. Here's my backup of garlic powder. I found it at a Save More store for $4 for a name brand, McCormick, for 5.37 ounces. This one is 2.6 ounces at Trader Joe's. I believe is about $1.99. So I think that probably was a good deal. And ground cumin, like I said, I use it in a lot of ingredients. All these organic ones were probably $1.99 over at Aldi. So that's a good place to check out for your spices. And then here's a backup I have. Oh, actually, this organic, I'm sorry. This was Walmart. I just saw great value. This was the Simply Nature is the organic brand at Aldi. And that was $1.99. Okay, smoked paprika, or any paprika you have on hand. Chili powder, and cayenne pepper is optional. So here's how, not only to make it, but to make it a convenience food. And I'll show you in a minute. In order to make it a convenience food, let's make a bunch up at once. So say at least 3 servings of it. You can make it all up at once. I put it into a big jar here and I leave it by the stove so we can just scoop and go as we need, taco seasoning. But this way, if you don't want to measure out when you're cooking, you want to make it easier on that day, let's just do 3 separate batches here, mix them all up at once, and put them in little bags. And now you have taco seasoning packets. So here we go. We are going to start with our salt. If you do it separate like this, then you can just put it right in bags, and you don't have to worry about going back and forth with your measuring spoon into the dark ingredients and the light ingredients. Which brings up a point. Why do recipes always have dark ingredients first? So this one, I believe, had chili powder first, smoked paprika. So now my spoon is going to be all like red, and then I'm going to put it in my salt and my garlic powder. So I rearrange it that I have my light ingredients first. So I'm going to do a teaspoon of salt in each one. Alrighty. A teaspoon of black pepper, or half a teaspoon. Let's see. Actually, let's just do half a teaspoon. You got enough going on there. Half. It's getting loose. I need a new one. And half. Okay. Oregano. 3/4 teaspoon. Uno, dos, tres. See, then if you put it in order, you can kind of go pretty quickly. So now we've got onion powder. 1 teaspoon of onion powder. I didn't always have the onion powder on hand, but then when I started making this up, I decided to keep some on hand instead of keep skipping it. Alright. 1 1/4 teaspoon garlic powder. I got my backup ready because this is pretty. Let's start with 1 for everybody. 1. Everybody in the pool. And 1/4. 1/4. Ooh, I'm gonna make it with this jar. 1/4. And 1/4. Okay, another 1 1/4 teaspoon of the cumin. I better get my backup ready. I don't think it's gonna make it. It shows you how much we go through. Alright, 1. Yeah, let's just go to the new one. 1, and you know, you don't have to be so precise. 1, and maybe use the little bit left over for my quarters. 1/4. 1/4. Alright. About 1/4. Alright, so that's my cumin. And only 1/2 teaspoon of the smoked paprika. Said you can use regular paprika. I'm certainly not picky, but I did get it for a specific recipe, so now I have it for this recipe. So only 1/2, 1/2, and 1/2. Okay, and chili powder, 2 1/2 teaspoons. So we're going to use a lot of chili powder. So again, you find that at Aldi or Walmart. 1, 2, 1. 1. Don't lose track now. 2. I'm making a mess. Trying to hurry. 2 1/2. So now you switch it over to your 1/2. I like these tall, skinny measuring spoons because you can get into the bottles a lot easier. I have a whole bunch of round ones, and you try to get in there and you can't get in. All right, there's our chili powder. And our last thing, which is optional, is our cayenne pepper. And that's only 1/4 teaspoon, but I do put it in there. We don't like very spicy, but this does lend a nice flavor. and then 1, and 2, and I've just made 3 batches. For time's sake, I'm just moving that all to the side. Okay, mix them all up. Alrighty, that's 2. Oh, that's so beautiful. Alrighty, that is 3. Got bags ready. Actually, I even have, you see that? My taco seasoning. Right in there. Oh, losing the good stuff. Look at that. You got a packet of taco seasoning without all the extra crap. Just real spices, no sugar, no other things that you don't want in there. That's 2. And I don't know why I said do 3. Whatever, do 2, do 3, do 4. That way you do it all in one shot there. Got my sticker. And there you go. I don't know if you timed me, but I got 3 packs of taco seasoning, and now that is my convenience food. And when I'm ready to make a nice taco bowl, I am good to go. Grab and go. You don't have to worry about measuring out that day. And actually, we're going to do some a little bit later, but you can do it with the beef, which I love, with ground turkey, and with chicken. I did that when I did my quesadilla video. We did it with the chicken. And this is just a great flavorful mix, not too spicy, but a lot of good flavor instead of just plain old ground beef. There you go. Okay, now on to the main event. We're going to make the taco chili bowl. And here's what you're going to need for that. We like to get our beef from Sam's Club. We get a 3-pack. It's about $5 a pound. I don't believe this one is grass-fed, but it's organic. So that's good, $5 a pound. We've got that, and it's 85% lean. You can do some cheese. I have sharp cheddar available. I finished all the Mexican cheese, but Mexican, of course, would be a little bit better. Got your sour cream. I'm going to dice up some avocado, dice up some tomatoes, and I'm going to put everything over some riced cauliflower, a nice convenient microwavable pouch. And we're going to mix that beef with that wonderful taco seasoning that I made. And there's going to be a little bit of water in here too. Let's get started. Alright, so the spice actually does not go in till later. So we're just going to ground the beef first in about a medium heat pan until nice and brown. And then we'll drain a little fat if there's some fat there. Okay, the rice cauliflower takes about 5 minutes in the microwave, so I already have that microwaving while I'm doing the beef. And my husband just told me a good little trick. Instead of having to wash another dish, if you're careful, instead of having to drain your fat, just use a little paper towel, push the meat to one side. We like a little fat anyway, right? And then we can move on. There we go. Alright, and once your beef is cooked and drained, however you're going to drain it, we're going to use our wonderful taco seasoning that we made. And just kind of pour that all over. Alright, and then, it's kind of even there, 3/4 cup of water. That's what's a little bit different about these. Okay, 3/4 cup. Mix it all together. Got the rice cooking. Just chopping up some veggies when this got started. Or tomatoes and avocado and all that. Alright, once it's good and mixed up, we're going to go to medium-high heat and just let it simmer for a little while. And you want to simmer as long as till like kind of some of the liquid evaporates, and that way it's going to get right all into the meat. That's why the temperature is increased too. Alrighty, just a couple minutes and we'll be having dinner ready. I got a little trick for you if you want to make it a little prettier with your sour cream instead of just globbing on a couple little spots here and there. Put a little in a Ziploc bag, cut a little hole in the corner, and you have a nice cute little stream coming out. I'll show you how it looks at the end. And here we go, the finished product. Something I just love since I started doing this. Taco bowl with cauliflower rice, your wonderful spicy taco meat. Got some diced tomato, diced avocado, some cheese, and I got a little lime wedge you can squeeze over that too. And that's how the sour cream comes out when you do the little bag. I think that's kind of cute. And today I'm going to have something other than water. We've got some sparkling water, black raspberry, that my husband found over at Sam's Club. And I'm going to try for the first time today. And here we go, taco bowl in what, 15 minutes. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Tell me, would you try something like this? Isn't that a really easy meal? So easy, I know you can do it. So definitely give it a try. And if you like this type of content and you want more like this, consider subscribing. Well, until next time, bye.